If you guys want to donate to the Palestinian cause, I am raising money with One Ummah. They have a 100% donation policy. Link will be in the description. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. They say necessity is the mother of all invention, and boy is what is happening in Gaza the mother of all necessities. We know journalists aren't exempt, ambulances aren't exempt, women, children aren't exempt. There is literal carpet bombing happening of the region. However, we are led to believe that this strong, powerful country has the right to defend itself against these untrained, weak amateurs that have been blockaded for over 15 years. Nevertheless, from this adversity, we see somebody called Hussam al-Attar. We see this 15-year-old teenager born in hell on earth. He lives in a tent in Rafah, where half of the population of Gaza has been concentrated. Now, Rafah is the place that borders with Egypt. But according to the leader of the most powerful country on the planet, Joe Biden, the border of Palestine is with Mexico.
As you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate. I talked to Bibi to open the gate on the Israeli side.
So apparently Mexico is in North Africa, according to this genius. May somebody give him a blanket and send him back to bed. This child is being referred to as the Newton of Gaza. He says Newton was sitting under an apple tree when an apple fell on his head and he discovered gravity. And we are here living in darkness and tragedy, and rockets are falling on us. Therefore, I thought of creating light and did so. What did he actually do? He went to the scrap heap, got a couple of fans, wires, a dynamo, came, connected it to the roof of the building that was next to his tent, and he created wind energy such that when they lack power, his wind turbine powers the home and they have light. Mate, I don't know why they're calling him the Newton of Gaza, because as we know, Newton believed that the world would end in 2060. He also believed in something called the Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, exactly. We know it from the fiction novel Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but here was somebody that actually believed in it. They don't mention these sorts of things, and how Newton really loved alchemy and was an alchemist. So I think this guy should be called the genius of Gaza. Double G. And if we look at how he actually did it, we see the mindset of such a child, somebody born in darkness, somebody that has to learn to become comfortable with darkness and then traverse it, dominate it, turn it into a strength. And he tried it once, he failed. Tried it again, he failed. Third time, he succeeded. And it shows us that this kid has got the correct mindset. And those of you guys, kids that are watching, this is the mindset that we need to develop. Because over here, alhamdulillah, we have luxury here in the West. Yeah, compared to what's going on, of course, in certain countries. So the correct mindset is that when you do something wrong, when things don't go right, it doesn't mean that you give up. It just means that there's one method that you know that doesn't work. Eventually you'll find that which does work. In Japan, when a vase breaks, what they use is golden glue and they join it up. So when the vase has been fixed, you see lines of gold. In other words, where it was broken, it is lined with gold. So it is the broken parts that make the new vase more beautiful. In other words, celebrating one's mistakes, because a person has to have that mindset that the mistakes will get me to where I need to be. And the other thing that I really liked about him was that he plays with broken things. In fact, before the war, he created an underwater light. So he loves his subject, and that's the thing, that we need to love what we do and what we pursue, and don't pursue stuff just for the money, because if you chase being excellent in that particular thing, then success will chase you. And one thing that's known about Palestine is they have a lot of intelligence there. If you guys are ever on Fiverr or these websites where you're looking for clients, I would suggest filter out the ones from Palestine and give them work, because those guys, mashallah, very committed, very intelligent, and it goes to show, for these guys, failure is simply not an option. And they are not crying and weeping and moaning. Rather, they are showing the world strength, such that scores of people, be them Jewish or Christian or atheist, they are accepting Islam because they have not seen anything like this. Seen people in adversity, not giving up and taking their own lives, rather drawing strength from something that we call Allah. We have to have a really good relationship with books, guys. I know books is becoming something of the past. Reading them, having them, just having them all around, like you guys see behind me as well. Yeah, somewhere visible. And then you can ask your kids to read as well, because they will see you reading and they will see books around your house as well. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.